All right, so what if I told you there was a drill that you could do and you'd pick up 4, 5, 6, 7 miles per hour of club speed in about 3 minutes? Would you be interested? I know I would. So let's talk about it and how it could help your game. What's going on, everybody? Scott Oden coming at you. We're here. We're back in the studio. It is that time to get better at your golf game for the winter. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, today we're going to talk a little bit about speed and a drill that I think will really help you understand how to generate more speed. Why do we want more speed in the golf swing? Well, first off, it is shown that if you hit the ball farther, you are actually going to shoot lower scores just from the fact that you're hitting shorter shots in to the green. If you have shorter shots in, it's easier to hit the ball closer to the hole than if you have longer shots. That seems to make perfect sense. But the other thing is, I think when I watch players swing and people that I teach, when we start picking up speed, their mechanics get better. And your body can only move certain ways. And if you're not moving correctly, you're going to put the brakes on. So if you learn speed, your body starts moving. If you allow your body to move fast, it's probably going to move correctly or closer to correct if you do that. So just something to think about as you do this. And you're working on your game. Also a great time to do this in the off season because we're not going to be worried too much about where it's going. Now, the best way to get speed, I think there's a couple ways. Obviously, still something like the Stack system. This is still my favorite speed training aid. If you want to check it out, I will link it in the description below with the discount, all that. But the other thing you can use is this medicine ball here. So I've got this 8-pound medicine ball, and what we're going to use is the body track here. So you can see that's set up behind me. Now, let's go through and just take a look at what's going on here. So I've got a swing here. Let's go. I did a couple of swings that we have set up here. So let's go back to one where I was swinging just a little bit slower. So right here, 105, 106 on this. And you can see, if you're not familiar, you got the body track trace. This is the mat on the left side. So what I do is I actually start pretty left heavy on my lead foot. I kind of don't put pressure on my right foot, which is interesting. But what's going to happen is, as we're going back, you're going to see I'm going to shift into my right foot, which I like. You should be shifting back. We don't want to be stagnant on the left side. But then I'm going to start shifting forward and pressuring forward into my lead foot. Now, what happens when I do that is I'm moving forward, and then I kind of just get stuck there. You can see how the pressure stays pretty hard on the left side for a long time all the way through the shot. Kind of moves back to the right side a little bit, but not a ton, okay? Now, how can I pick up more speed as we go through this? Well, let's go a couple ahead. So I did the drill, and this was literally the first swing after doing the drill that I'm going to show you. So we're going to go back, load it up, still same thing on the left side, then I shift right. That's what I do, which I like. And then I'm going to shift forward, and I get hard left side. But watch what happens as we go through the golf ball. See how very quickly, all my weight goes to my right foot. Okay, that's my trail foot, and this is going through. Well, why is that helping me in picking up speed? What I'm doing is I'm using the ground to generate some force. So with the medicine ball, a great way to practice this is, what is going on is I'm going back, I'm shifting, and as I'm moving forward, I need to be pushing forward, but I also want my body to push back. It's kind of that idea that if you have two objects passing each other, going opposite directions, they go by each other really fast, right? If they're going kind of the same direction, it takes longer for the faster one to go by. So it's kind of that idea, but you can get some power and speed in your swing. So the drill I do is I take this trail arm, my right arm, goes on top, lead arm goes on the bottom, kind of like a golf grip would look, going like this. I'm going to go back, I'm going to shift, and I'm going to push up so much that I get airborne with this lead foot, okay? So let me show you what it's going to look like. I go back, shift, and push up. See how I get a little bit airborne? I know you're thinking that was Michael Jordan all of a sudden in the video with those amazing hops, but I promise you it's still me. Just going back, let's do it again one more time. Back, forward, push up. That one I liked a lot better. I could feel pushing in that lead leg as we go. And then do that a couple of times. What I'm going to do now is let's hit a shot. Let me get set back up here so we can see it. Go into some live modes here. And here we go. We're set. Should be seeing the trace up there. Okay. In the swing, I'm going to do the same thing. Let's go up, shift, push up as we go. And I want to actually get air time on this shot. Okay. I want to get air time with that front foot. Because I'm pushing. There we go, 114. Love it. Don't even care how I hit it. Actually hit that decent. 164 ball speed. Love that. But trying to just get a feel for how we move as we go. And again, let's pull that trace back up on that one. So let's go ahead. Always helpful when you're doing a trace to have the camera so you can see where you're at in the swing. And I love the flight scope because it syncs them up for you pretty well. So again, we're kind of right foot there, getting left, but then quickly you can see that foot is now off the ground because I'm pushing so much. That's what we're trying to do here as we're going through. So just a thought there for you to try if you're trying to get more speed is understanding how we use the ground. And we talked about this in a previous video just a couple videos ago, so I will link that up here for you. But remember that you need to understand the body motions that allow for the club to swing through properly, and that's going to help you generate speed and hit it pretty good in the process. Now, the other thing is what people will say is, Scott, there's no way you would actually swing like that. And you're probably right, although I have tried this out on like, hey, I've got a wide open hole and I'm trying to really send one on like a long par 5. I will do this. This is how I will swing. We also see like long drive guys swing like this, and we see some tour players swing like this that really can bomb it. So it's not unheard of if you're looking at it to see it out on tour. It's just when you do this drill, I find that, yeah, my 114 swing is the crazy one where my foot comes up, but if I just kept it a little bit more under control where everything looked just a little more conventional, maybe it's at 111, 112, 110, that's still faster than my 105, 106, 107, and I obviously will take that as we go through. So if you have questions about it, leave that comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And as always, click that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Would love to hear if you love the tech part of this too, trying to learn where all this information comes from. It's not random what we learn and how we teach in the golf swing. So if you have any questions about it, let me know, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.